Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. In previous videos we looked at some of the 3D effect or prismatic plates for the X1C. I even have some from Amazon for the A1 Mini as well. But recently Bambu came out with some of their 3D effect stickers. So I thought I would give those a try and to see exactly what those were all about. I really like the 3D effect or prismatic plates that I've got from Amazon. So I was super excited when I saw that Bambu Lab had some as well. And they do have it for the X1C, which does fit the P1P, P1S, and then they do I believe it fits the A1 as well. And then they do have a set for the A1 Mini too. So in today's video, we'll go ahead and take a look at the website, where you order it, what comes with it and everything like that. And then we'll go through my experience with these stickers and pay close attention to that word sticker. So at the end of today's video, you'll for sure know whether or not these are for you. I don't want to give too much of a spoiler alert, but you will know for sure by the end of today's video. So if all that sounds good, then sit back and relax, and I'll get everything ready. All right, so here we are on Bambu's website, and here is the first sticker set from them. You'll see that they give you 25% off if you buy 2 or more. And I will go right here and I'll say it right now. If this is the route that you're going to go, buy 2. We'll see why later, but definitely buy 2 of these. So the first thing is it only comes with 1 plate. So you can put 1 sticker on each side, and then it says you have 1 spare sheet for each surface. Great. So Bambu, this is kind of funny right here. So you have 1 spare sheet for each surface. We'll see why here in a little while, why you have 1 spare sheet for each surface, and if you buy 1 of these, how you'll be using all 4 of these, if you're lucky, with this 1 plate. So again, if this is the route that you're going to go, do buy 2 of these. I did, not by my choice, already have to buy 2 of these. You'll see that they're already sold out, and that's because everybody needs to buy more than 1 of these. For the first reason, to have 2 plates so you can put the stickers on there. And we'll also take a look at the installation, which is the next big thing that they have in red that they didn't have at the when I first bought these. Manual installation is required before use. Please carefully follow the instruction or installation video step by step. So we'll do that here in a little bit as well, and we'll see what that's all about. So I will call something out right here, manual installation. So Bambu, this is a great way for your customers to not have a great experience. I can go to AliExpress or to Amazon, and for pretty much the same price as 1 dual-sided plate, even though you're giving me 4 stickers, I can only technically use 2 of them, so I can only use 2 sides. It's much cheaper than that. And there's no manual installation. So we'll take a look at that as well. So we'll see that the effects that they have are pretty cool. So they have like a diamond or a fractured surface, as I've called it on some of the other ones, the starry surface, the galaxy surface, and then a carbon fiber surface as well. So here's some of pictures of some of the prints here. Carbon fiber one is one of my favorite ones. It does really make things look like carbon fiber. And we'll see the starry pattern on the phone case. There's a video here that goes over how to install this. Basically, there's a little contraption that you put on here that holds down the sticker. You peel the sticker back right here, stick it to it, take these things off, and then do that. So let's mute that so you'll see Yeah, you want to make sure that this thing is super clean. And then you see they put these things that you print out, and they have a link to where you can get the file for that as well on here. And we'll definitely do all of this and go over this in great detail here in a minute. But as you can see, this is basically holding the sticker down. They haven't peeled the back off or anything like that. Then you basically peel the back off. And you're going to fold that thing over. And then press it down, take the other side off, and then work it down. And then there's a protective film that's on here. You can see that he has a bubble right there, as well as a bubble right there. And you'll see that this is a different sheet that they have here because that last one definitely had a bubble on it. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to the studio here. And I've already printed the little holders and everything down, both for the X1C as well as the A1 Mini. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Or one last thing, there are only certain filaments that is recommended. PLA and TPU, and the heat bed temperatures that are recommended with that right there. So now let's go ahead and go to the studio and take a look at putting one of these stickers on a plate. All right, so let's take a look at a couple of things. So this is the first set of the X1C as well as the A1 Mini set that I have. So this is what the plate looks like with nothing on it. Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to do is make sure that I could get one of these stickers on the plate really good before I showed you guys. And I did get the carbon fiber on this plate to go on there really, really good. But on the other side, this looks good, but this is one of the things that I want to warn you of, is this one actually has a bunch of bubbles on it. And let me see if I can get the camera. Yeah, right there. You can kind of see all of the bubbles on there. All right, so when that happened, I automatically needed to buy another set because I didn't have another one of these diamond pattern ones. And plus, even if it would have went on here, I still wouldn't have had something to stick on here. Now, one thing that we could do there is if you have an old cool plate and you have the engineering plate on one side, if you take that cool plate, that has a sticker on it as well, and you could actually use both sides of this to put one of these stickers on as well if you wanted to do that. So if you do have an old cool plate, that could be your second plate that you use. However, if you get a bubble in these things, it does not work out very well. And I did try to print on this with the bubbles on there, and it does affect it right there in that place, as you would imagine. So I will say, even with using their little adapter and everything, it wasn't the easiest thing in the world to get these stickers on the plate. So, and as you can see with the A1 Mini, this one was way, way bad, and I couldn't even use it. And you'll also see on the other side, I got the starry pattern, and it also has bubbles in it as well. And I cleaned it, and I took my time and everything on there. It's super hard to get these stickers on here. Spoiler alert, it is really, really hard to get these stickers on here. So let me go ahead. I have a new pack for the X1C and a new pack for the A1 Mini, and we have some spare stickers from the old packs, and we have the second plate and everything to do that with. So let me open up the one for the X1C. We'll get the these things set up on it, and then I'll record going over how to put this thing on there. So let me get this cleaned up and get everything set up, and I'll see you back in a minute. All right, so package opened up. Here's the brand new plate. Try not to touch this plate too much. You don't want your fingerprints on there. That's one good way to get bubbles. I already have the carbon fiber on one plate, and I do want to put the diamond pattern on the other side of that. So on this plate, we need to do the starry pattern and the galaxy pattern. So we'll start out with this starry one. So the orientation of this is you do want the label here, the Bambu label at the bottom here. These clamps go on the other side where the nozzle wipe thing is on your plate, and then this little thing, you know, pinches down on it and holds it in line. And we saw in the video they peeled it back and did all of that. So a couple of things that you'll need is some isopropyl alcohol or isopropyl alcohol and a microfiber cleaning cloth to make sure that this plate is clean and free of any dust or lint or hair or anything like that. Cannot stress enough, if there's anything on this plate, it will put a bubble on here. And this is one of the negatives of this plate, is it is a magnet for all of this stuff. So we'll see if I'm successful in doing this. We do have a spare one of this one, so we have 2 shots at it, and we'll see if we can get it done in 2 shots. Now, I used to work for a big cell phone company, and I used to be the person to put the screen protectors on the iPads and on every single phone, and I do that now, and I haven't ruined a screen protector in years because I go through some steps, and I never use any of this stuff or anything like that. I tried to do that on these plates. You're not going to do that. You do need some sort of these, and I really haven't had complete success with these either, and we'll take a look at that now. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it set up some more. So in the video, it shows spraying the sheet with isopropyl alcohol. I don't have a sprayer for it, so I'm just going to put a little bit on the sheet. Like so. Then I have a brand new microfiber cleaning cloth. And I'm only going to touch over here. I don't really want to touch this thing where the sticker is going to go. And you're really going to want to take a look at it and make sure that there is nothing on the plate. And you saw me kind of stroking across. That's in case there's any dust or hair or lint or anything. You're kind of brushing it off the plate. All right, so now let's get these set up. Again, the sticker's not going to go here, so this is a good place to hold it. And one of the things that I found is it's easier to kind of get these things started, and then we'll kind of slide the sheet under there and then go from there. All right, and again, try not to touch the sheet at all there. So there is a little tab right here for the top sheet. Leave this on. We want this on during this process because we're going to need to smooth this out and everything like that. And we want to make sure, that we don't scratch that surface. So this is a protective film on there. Leave that on there during this process. So let's go ahead and we'll slide this under here and get it clamped down. All right, and as you can see, pre-threading those and everything really helps it out because it's kind of fiddly. These things want to twist a little bit or whatever. If you wanted to make your own hold down for these, that would be a really good project as well. So the next step is to peel the back layer. So again, be very careful not to touch the plate. And now we're going to want to peel back some of this sticker and then get it to start right over here. And also try your best not to touch the sticky part either. Okay, so now we'll go down and we'll start on one edge. So I've had problems with getting bubbles on this. So what I'm going to want to do this time is really take my time and make sure everything's flat on there. And one of the things that I can use is just the one for the A1 Mini. So just take your time and make sure there's no air bubbles in there. And it looks like I already have an air bubble right here. And you saw how careful I was. It looks like there's a tiny little bubble. Maybe it's just this top plate, top sticker or whatever, but it already looks like I have one there. So we'll see. So now that this is down, you know, the sticker is orientated so that we can now take this back part off. And then we're going to want to peel back. Again, try not to touch the sticker, try not to touch the plate. And we're going to peel that back and slowly work its way forward and try not to get any bubbles in it. All right, so I also grabbed this one here, so we'll help to smooth it down with this as well. So now be very careful, don't touch the plate or anything. We're going to start to peel back this, the sticker, and then, you know, kind of smooth it down as we're going. All right, I really took my time and went very, very slow on there, which I don't think I did the last couple of times on there. Maybe that's the reason that I got the bubbles. I still am concerned right there and right there. But otherwise, the rest of it looks pretty good. Let's take this piece off. I believe those bubbles were, no, I can see it. There is a bubble right here and right there. You know, and I probably am just going to have to deal with that on this one. And you saw how careful I was. The rest of it went just fine, but there's definitely a little tiny bubble there and a little tiny bubble there. You know, one of the tricks that oh, I see there's another bubble right here too. Yeah, so look at this in different angles of light. Let me see if I can get this on here so you guys can see it. See those bubbles? You can just see them right there, but everything else, when you look at it under the light, looks fine. But there's definitely a bubble there, there, and there. And I was really, really careful. And this has been the frustrating part about this, is I've done these things before. I was really, really careful. Everything was clean. This is brand new right out of the box. I followed their instructions to a T. We really took our time right here. And you'll see that there's a bubble here. And you can poke it with this little thing and maybe get the air out of there to smooth out. And we can poke that one and maybe get the air to come out. But I'll tell you, this is super frustrating. And this has just been my experience over and over with these stickers on here. And we're learning all of this in real time. And this is the second set of these that I've done. And out of all of them, I have I believe one that has worked. I've done two sides of the A1 Mini, 4, 5 out of 6. I've got one to work so far. So super frustrating, Bambu, with this. Let's go ahead and try the A1 mini one and see if that's any different, but I don't have very high expectations for that. Let me get that set up. All right, so as you can see, I'm starting directly from the box. And I'll never ever touch this plate. No fingerprints or anything. Let's go ahead and get the alcohol on there. Brand new microfiber. There's nothing on that thing. All right, now we have our holder set up on there. Let's try the Galaxy plate. I think that one's cool. On this one too, the logo goes towards the front. All right, and it's secure on there. So we'll go through all of the steps again. Again, I'm being very careful not to touch this plate. There's not a fan on blowing anything on here or anything like that. And I'm being very careful not to touch the sticky part. And I'm going to be super careful again. So I have it started. I can see like the shine of a light right here. I don't see any bubbles this time, so everybody cross their fingers. So again, being very careful not to touch the plate or the sticky part, and just slowly work it. All right, at first glance, that one looks good. So maybe we finally have the second one. So as you can see, when we put it in the light, that's the easy way those bubbles stand out when you put the light on it. Looks good. Let's take this piece off. All right, so it looks like we have a functional one for the A1 Mini. So as you can see, this is not the easiest process in the world. And it's a little bit frustrating, to be honest with you. And we're not going to go any further on this because I'm not going to waste any more of my weekend on this. You know, if one of the effects that they had was just something completely different than anybody else having, then maybe I could recommend these things. I cannot, in all good conscience, recommend these to anybody. This is a total pain in the butt to get these on. You only get one plate with 4 stickers, which is interesting to have spare stickers. I can tell you right now, all of these are going to stay spare because I'm not going to take the time to go through and make sure that I do that. And if you've ever put one of these stickers on and then had to peel it back off, it is a bleepity bleep to get these stickers back off of the plate. And then you have all the glue on the plate that you have to get off. And if you don't get that off, then you're going to get a bubble right over it. So I have to ask the question, why would you do that when you can buy these plates already already ready to go and you don't have to do anything with them? And it's the same plates that they have, but some of them have even better patterns or whatever on there. This starry one's a little bit different, but it's not different enough for me to care. Like, there's plenty of them that are similar to that one. The Galaxy one here is like the starry one that we've seen before that looks really good on the Galaxy filament. And again, that one I think was $20 and it's dual-sided, and I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to manually install. I didn't have to go through 6 of these before I could get good at putting the sticker on. And honestly, I think I got lucky just because it was directly out of the box, and I made quadruple sure that I never touched it with my fingerprints and everything like that. So you guys saw everything that I did to make that work on there. I don't think it's worth it. So I could not recommend these to anybody. You can get better plates that are already put together that do the same thing, and especially the carbon and the diamond, those you can get right away and it ships faster as well. So In my personal opinion, I wouldn't use these at all. Get the ones from AliExpress or from Amazon. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you saw the real deal on putting these stickers on the plate. I think it's ridiculous that they're trying to make us put stickers on plates to do the 3D effects. They should be doing this in the factory and sending it out to us. They're going to charge $30 for this thing. That's just my personal opinion. So I hope this was helpful to everybody. And you know whether or not these stickers, I won't even call them plates, you'll know whether or not these stickers are for you or not. So have a great rest of your weekend and have a great week. And I'll see everybody on the next one. Thanks for watching.